So my bachelor's degree, I'm non-traditional for sure. My bachelor's degree is actually in applied management. I have a business degree. When I was in Hawaii, stationed in Hawaii, I started going to school out there. And I thought to myself, I loved managing or supervising and kind of being a mentor more or less than a manager. So I thought, hey, being a manager is the perfect way to go. So I went to Grand Canyon University. I did their online program. And when I separated from the military, I got into management almost right away with my military background and me finishing my bachelor's degree. But there was still something missing. And I think the closest that I got to feeling like this might be something I want to do is when I was working for a payroll company, and we had pockets of teams and we worked in teams. And when I was able to, oversee a team, that was a lot of fun. But that aspect of mentoring and really like bringing individuals up still was missing. And me playing sports my whole life, I also came from a split family. My mom and my dad split, and we were poor middle class, so I leaned a lot on sports as well. And through the hard times of my life, a lot of coaches and a lot of teachers played an integral role in who I am today. And so I feel like more or less I was fighting not becoming a teacher because of the downfalls I might have heard from teachers in the past. But at the same time, I still feel like I have that calling to be somebody that kids can look up to and say, hey, he made it. He made something of himself, and to be that ear that they might not have otherwise. And to let them know only hard times are only a season, and you can still become whatever you want to. And education's a big part of what you can become. So Mercyhurst, first off, is amazing. I love Mercyhurst. So my wife and I moved to the Butler area in Pennsylvania early this year. And this is when I decided, I said, hey, I want to go for teaching. I want to get my teaching degree, and I want to teach secondary education. And she said, yeah, go for it. So I was kind of searching for degrees. And with COVID happening, I was managing at Firestone, and they actually dissolved the management position. They changed the whole company. They said, hey, this management position's going away. And that was at the same time I reached out to a military counselor, and they told me about the Troops to Teachers program and to apply for it. So I applied for it. The Pennsylvania state counselor, she reached out to me, and we discussed the different options that I had for Troops to Teachers program. And she said that, obviously Slippery Rock has a program there, but so does Mercyhurst. And when I looked at both schools and compared them, Mercyhurst just seems to have more of the home feel. When I talk to the professors, they're very open, very honest, and very excited really to have veterans join their community at the school. And I think that's a big part for veterans, is to feel like they're a part of something. And Mercyhurst does a great job of that. Another thing that's great about Mercyhurst is they give a tuition discount, which they give an alumni discount, but Mercyhurst gives that alumni discount to Troops to Teachers as well for the education program. So me having a position that dissolved within a company, Firestone, and then this opening up pretty much right away, I feel like it was almost a sign. And then finding Mercyhurst and talking to Christian, Constantine, the veterans coordinator, Dr. Berniston, the head of the education department. I mean, it was just really a warm welcome, and I couldn't say no. Mercyhurst has this just unbelievable. You know, the professors there are just so personable, and you can reach out to them anytime you have a question about the course, any of the material. And I feel like Mercyhurst does a great job of putting together and structuring a program and a course for you to really get the most out of it. It's more guided, so they're not going to give you all the information up front, but they're going to help you start critically thinking and get to the point where you can really master and analyze the information that you gather from the coursework. Another couple things that I found is the books that they've chosen for the courses really are in line with exactly what's going on now currently in the United States, I feel like. And it shows all sides of the educational system, the good, the bad, and how you can be the best teacher for your students in the years to come. And that's one of the greatest things I feel like that Mercyhurst has done for me personally, and I couldn't be happier where I'm at. Eventually, I would like to work my way into becoming a principal, and then hopefully once I do that for a few years as well, maybe get into the educational system itself as a superintendent or something like that. But really my overall goal is to just be a highly effective teacher, and one that students can really rely on and know and trust and come to when they need to. I feel like being real and honest with students is one of the best things a teacher can do, and that's really one of the things I'm taking away from Mercyhurst as well. Teaching, I don't think a lot of veterans think of teaching as a great career after the military, but it has a lot of similarities as the military. You have a brother and sisterhood of individuals that are there for you. And just in the short time of going to school at Mercyhurst and also meeting fellow teachers via substituting in different school districts and stuff like that, I now work out with a few of them because they work out at the same gym as me. If I have any questions, they're there to answer. I mean, it's just like this brother and sisterhood that I felt like I was missing when I left the military. And that's one of the things I'd like to say to the veterans, that, hey, if it's something that you feel called to do, don't hold back. Go after that goal, because there's a lot of veterans out there, a lot of school districts that love veterans because we show up to work, we don't miss days, we work hard, we like to have fun as well, and we're able to manage classrooms too. And I think it's just a great industry for veterans to get involved in, and I think many more of us should be involved in the educational system.